Brian here, Triple D Custom Saddlery. I was going to do a video on saddle repairs. I get a lot of saddles in here for little stuff to repair on it, worn out Blevins buckles, stirrup leather, seats. You know, this particular one came in here, the holes are kind of starting to pull out on the back billet, and it's getting old and wanting to repair it. Regardless of what the customer brings the saddle in here for the repairs, I'm going to check it. I'm going to check all the rigging, make sure they're all good, not dry rotted. I'm going to check the stirrup leathers, you know, look underneath it and check the front rigging, all the straps, just to make sure, you know, while it's in here, I'll make sure everything's in good working order and safe. And it's really a good idea that you should be doing every time before you ride, is checking your straps and your riggings, and you can even pull these conchos off right here and here, and a screw there. There's probably going to be a few nails, and you can really lift this flap up and see, and look under there and see what you got and what you're working with. But today I'm going to be replacing this back billet, and I'm going to kind of show you the steps I take with that. You can kind of see the back holes here are worn out and pulling through, and it's even separating here. So, alright, I got this billet off and on the table. First thing I'm going to do is measure it, get the length and the width off of it. You can even see when I pull this out, it's just cracking. It's old and dry rotted. Looks like 27 inches by 1 3/4. And this one has a lining on the back. I'll probably use a Latigo leather to line the back of it. Alright, this is a piece of about 11-ounce saddle skirting leather that I'm going to use. This particular one is Hermano. So I've got my gauge set to 1 3/4, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut the full length. And that way I'll have some extra for the next repair. I'm going to take it from the butt end. It's a little thicker, a little stiffer. The neck is a little bit softer. So I want to take the butt end. We'll square off one side of it. And I'm going to measure. I forgot my measurement. I think it was 27 there. Or 27. 27. Go mark my thumb. Square it off. And I like to, I could just trace this, but I'll just trace it. That's pretty good. I'll run a number 3 edger just on the top side. Remember, I'm going to line the bottom, so I'll edge that after I get the lining sewed on. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is mark my holes. And these are all stretched, so it wouldn't be a good idea to lay this on top. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to measure the starting point was at 4 inches, and it looks to be 1.25 inches apart. I get 4 inches, 1.25 inches. Alright. I'm going to punch those out after I sew the lining on. Alright, I'm going to attempt to kind of duplicate the carving that's on here. It's an acorn pattern. So I'm just going to kind of draw my version of it. A little bit. Make sure it's pretty good. I'm just going to go over this up. Probably a little bit. Find the line to the straight right here. And then I'll let it out. So. Alright, I'm ready to dye it. I've got a color I mixed up that kind of similar. It's hard to match old leather. It's really hard to match the color, but I do the best I can. I mix colors together sometimes and see what I can come up with. A lot of times I'll put a coat on, a let it dry for a minute and then look at it. Hold it up to the saddle, you know, I might need another coat or whatever, you know, just do the best I can to try to color match it. Alright, next step will be to stitch it. Now this one has a stitch all the way around the perimeter, and it also has this kind of a pattern going around the holes that I will attempt to duplicate. I'm marking my stitch line with a wing divider. You know, I'll probably come back with a stitch line groover and cut a groove in that to kind of recess the string. So even line my holes up like it makes kind of a football, like that. Tell you what, I'm gonna get a line right down the middle. Really light line as a reference. Kind of draw this pattern out. It looks pretty close. Pretty good.